YouTube.
Defy Genetics, back at you.
God damn.
That falls in between. I consider that the build-up effect.
Right?
Yeah.
The
Did a bit of
suspension.
work? Did I build you up? Good.
Basically, what we're doing today is we're going to give you a video about motivation. How do you motivate yourself to be able to go out and achieve whatever goals you have. As far as our goals, we're focusing on losing weight, getting stronger, and overall having a better lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And the best way to do that is to hit it head on and not be afraid of failing. You can only fail so many times. Was it the Einstein, right?
9,999.
Yeah, I mean that is everyone knows that, but you have to want it so bad. Like you told me, whenever we're trying to lose weight, you have to want it as much as you want to breathe. That's where that motivation comes from, and where you want it bad. And that's where I'm at right now, as far as I want to, like, I hit my goal for my deadlift. I'm deadlifting, we did all the weight we have here right now is 300 pounds, and my goal at the beginning was to deadlift 250, and so far I'm way over that. So I'm and I'm still pushing. I'm not happy yet. My next goal is 400 pounds. Yeah. I'll get there. It's what I want to do, and then. I want to get back. I want to get, when I was in high school, I was bench pressing almost 250, and I'm going to get back there. Right now, my highest is 215, and that was for 8 reps. And so I'm going to, I'm thinking, it's like, well, I maxed for one rep at, 250 whenever I was in high school. That was like, I think 5 years ago. Right. So it's not too far ago, still reachable.
It's always reachable.
Always, and I plan on getting over 300 for my bench too. That's my end year goal, at least, is get over 300. Yep. On all my lifts. Deadlift I'm already over it, but my bench press and squat I want both over 300, because right now I'm squatting as much as I bench. My legs aren't as strong as I'd like them to be, so I'm gonna get there. So, anything you got on for motivation?
Well, I like to talk. So, here we go. As far as motivation for me, and I hope for you, is that, you could get all the freaking books in the world. You can listen to all the motivational stuff that you want to. But the thing that you're looking at, and there's so much information on the web and on YouTube and Facebook and all these different diets, the thing that I can tell you that I think would be best is keep it simple. They have a little acronym that's KISS. Keep it simple, silly. I'm not gonna call anybody stupid because that's not cool. Mm. But we can call you silly, But hell, they got the zone diet, they got the keto diet, they got this thing they call it row diet.
Don't start listing diets, you'll never stop. There's so many.
Anyways, there's so many diets. There's so many intermittent fasting ways to do things. Yeah. But the thing is, you got to go with what's going to fit your lifestyle. Right. If intermittent fasting fits your lifestyle, do it. Right. If eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day fits you better, do it. But just to make those choices easy, do eggs, bacon. Turkey bacon's not bad. A lot of people don't like it. It's high in protein. And
it's crunchy.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Good. I like all kinds of bacon. I like bacon. I don't care. I don't care. Cleaned up a little bit.
They're trying to be clean.
They're trying to be clean a little bit.
We gotta be clean. You gotta be fucking kids watching.
Yeah, it could be. See, we just ramble on.
Go ahead, keep going.
But keep it it simple, silly, because if you start a diet, they usually have a start date and an end date.
Yeah.
So when you say, I'm going to start on Monday, you usually eat a bunch of shit Saturday and Sunday because you're starting your diet on Monday. I've started.
That's the worst way to do it.
Yeah. And so, I started doing this, and it's like, I'm going to start my diet now. If I'm going to start cutting, I'm going to start now. If I'm going to try to stop drinking diet soda, I'm going to do that now. If I'm going to stop drinking juice, now. And I'm not talking about the juice that you make in the juice. I'm talking about like the artificial nasty shit that you buy at your local supermarkets. That's not real juice. That's full of sugar.
Well, that fucking orange juice isn't really orange. It's clear, and they add orange color.
And that's gross. But for the sake of keeping the video short, I just want to make sure that go over what you want to do. And the best thing is track your macros. MyFitnessPal, everybody knows MyFitnessPal. It's a really good tracking system. It works really well.
And it's free.
They do have a payable option for upgrades. For
I don't mind
you can
ads.
change your macros way different and customize everything.
Oh, really?
It's really. If you want to do that, that's cool. But most of the time, calorie count. We've already said this before. Find your total daily expenditure. Go
500 below it.
500 calories below that. If that's not working, try 6. Or the best thing you can do is find your total daily expenditure, and instead of cutting those calories out, you can actually take and add an exercise in to where you have a calorie set goal that you need to fucking burn. And that's when you're going to take and burn. You're going to burn 4 calories, then you can take 100 calories something out of your diet. So instead of eating a banana, that's 100 calories.
God damn.
That would be a helicopter.
Really? Right now?
We do live fairly close to the airport and hospitals. So that's a daily thing for here.
Okay.
But back to what we're talking about. Where was I at?
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Well, anyways, the biggest thing is take that 100 calories out and then try to burn 400. And that right there, you got now, instead, that's 500 calories out of, say, a 2,000 calorie diet.
It's the same. It's literally the same thing. Just you're working out and eating the same amount of food.
It's literally the same thing, except you're working your ass off.
Yeah.
And really,
you gotta be willing to burn that too.
Yeah, and that could be anything. You can go for a hike. You can do intermittent fasting. I love that. Can't you tell? High intensity, training, HIIT. Anything. It's 400 calories. You can burn it, and so it's just a little thinking and just kind of planning out. And like they say, failing to plan is failing to fail.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important to remember. And I know there's a bunch of quotes that people can throw out there, and I throw out a bunch. I've been doing this since '09 for sure. But just keep it simple. That's the best thing I can say.
Right. Well, you just have to be comfortable with whatever you do.
Yeah.
If you're not comfortable losing weight, in my opinion, when you get people that eat, that don't care what something tastes like, or in my opinion, I have to enjoy what I'm doing. If you don't enjoy it, it's not gonna last long. That's why a lot of people go on these diet. When you go, I don't want to say names, but whenever you join, JC, you end up getting, they give you all this food, planning, all this, and the food tastes like shit, and then you fall off of it because you don't want to eat bland food that you have to warm up in a microwave. In my opinion, I don't,
I think that works temporarily. I think if you're needing to lose weight, and those options are really good. I don't have a problem as much with the Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig's and Nutrisystems. I think they're really, really, really good plans. I really do. Anybody that has meal prep systems that you can have delivered to your door, I think anything that's going to make your life easier is probably a way to go. Now, is it a lifestyle that you're going to do for the rest of your life? Probably not.
No.
You
I guess
can.
it
I know people that have done both for a long time, but I know that those systems
They only
for
work
most
for so
people
long.
only work for so long until you just get freaking bored with it.
Right.
And you know, eating the same foods over and over again, and because a lot of times you don't change, you kind of just order the same stuff
Right.
over and over again, and you get tired.
Well, so the seasonings don't change, is it? That's where you gotta start seasoning your own seasoning. Like whenever you cook your own food, you season it.
Find those calorie-free sauces or like low-cal sauces, like ketchup and mustard. Well, mustard's free; it has no calories. But like ketchup, it has like what 10 calories or 40 calories and like 10 grams of carbs, something silly. You just gotta make sure to measure this stuff out. Nobody thinks that's cool, but it's those things that add up. The ketchups, the pickle rubs, it's just crazy shit. Condiments, mayonnaise. It all adds up. So if you can just eliminate, just try that. Say, okay, I'm my daily total expenditure. Like I said, you can find those calculators, and we can kind of tell you one, but it doesn't really do us any good because you got to go out and you got to find it. Like I said, bodybuilding.com's got a pretty good one. So all you got to do is find that number and then try that. Try burning 400 calories and cutting out 100 calories from something that you normally eat. That's why it's important to track. So try that. If that doesn't work, then eliminate 500 calories at first. If that doesn't work, you can eliminate a little bit more. But remember, if you're a heavy weight lifter, or if you like to work out 5, 6, 7 days a week, it's probably pretty important to stay close to that 500 calorie mark so you're not so low that your body's robbing from Peter to pay Paul, if you know what I'm saying. Your muscles will pay the price ultimately if your calories are too low and you're busting ass in the gym. That's why a lot of people don't see results. But that's what I can say. I hope that this helps somebody out there. You got anything you need to add?
Nope.
So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy with what we're doing. If you like what we're doing, you kind of like what we're saying, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know if there's anything that you would like for us to talk about, especially about celiac, intermittent fasting, and just kind of how we're doing things here at Defy Genetics Fitness.
Yes.
So we're gonna sign out. Take us out.
I guess so.
All right.
This is Defy Genetics, and we're out of here.